Good morning, Kindle Kids, and welcome to your Monday, December 7th. There's two important days of note, or things of note for this day in history. The first is pretty somber, and the other is just interesting and kind of funny and much more lighthearted. So let's start with the somber one first. Today actually happens to be National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. This day in history was when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor and many U.S. servicemen lost their lives, and civilians, for that matter, lost their lives during the attack. And we use this day to remember the courage and bravery and sacrifice they had made. And it's a somber day for sure. You can actually go visit Memorial, which is a really amazing memorial that actually sits atop the USS Arizona, and it's just a really interesting thing. There's less and less service members of that time who are surviving, but if you have an opportunity, if you know anybody in your family that kind of was around during that time, ask them, find out a little more history about it. In terms of the goofy and lighthearted side of this National Day, well, it happens to be National Cotton Candy Day. And weirdly enough, I found out something really kind of interesting about that, which is that cotton candy was actually invented by, believe it or not, a dentist. William Morris was the inventor of cotton candy, at least the machine that made it. So he patented a machine that was really kind of interesting. It's an electric machine that melted the cotton candy down to a liquid, spun it through a centrifuge, and as it came out of the centrifuge, it cooled rapidly and turned into a kind of cottony, string-like, sugary substance. He ended up not calling it cotton candy, though. He called it fairy floss, weirdly enough. And then it picked up the name cotton candy, which, I mean, now we really know as that modern delight that is just really, kind of a strange confection. But I have a thought about that. He was really brilliant because he knew that if he, had eaten way too much candy, he would end up having a whole lot more business. So that was pretty smart. Anyways, let's put our hands over our hearts, find the flag in the room, and please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Well, kids, I do not have any cotton candy for you, but let's talk about food anyway. So for lunch today, we have a ham sandwich, pizza crunchers with sauce, green beans, peaches, and milk. Still not bad even without that cotton candy. Anyways, talking about the weather, I've got some really meh news for you, which is clouds. We've got more clouds and more clouds on the way. And that comes because we are actually dealing with a relatively mild winter right now coming into December. It is yo-yoing between the colder temperatures in the 30s and the warmer in the 40s. And we're going to see just bits of scattered rain, a little peeking of sunshine every once in a while. But for the most part, the clouds will be the main part of your forecast here. What's been going on? Well, as you can see, we just keep getting these swaths of warmer southern air coming up. Some of that high pressure moving up from the south, and the low pressure then scoops back down again. So we're just going to be kind of going between the 40s and 30s back and forth for a little while. How long do you mean? Well, I mean almost the majority of December here. Up until the 18th, the prediction is that we are going to be dealing with temperatures between the 30s and 40s with lots of clouds. Look, it's cloudy, 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 and you'll see that will continue on for a little while here. So, say goodbye to the sun for a little while, kids. Anyway, let's end up on a much sunnier note here with the Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District is to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, even if the sun isn't shining for you guys outside, it is inside the classroom, and I hope you remember to stay colorful, Kendall.